Hello, people of the planet. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna put this up. This is Port Charles Public Radio, brought to you again by my dad's office in Texas. Thanks for joining me. We're gonna try this again, round two. My first video, I attempt to edit it, and yeah, that was dumb. So I'm just gonna wing it this time. Let's talk about yesterday's episode. I didn't get to really watch it until this morning. I tried to watch the recorded version yesterday, and there was something going on ABC. Shocker, we don't have to talk about that. So I tried to rewatch it again this morning, and I did, and it was great. So welcome back. My name is Abby. Let's talk about GH. Today we had 25 characters on this show instead of 16, so fuck ton of people. I liked today's episode way better than yesterday's. The shit with Sam and Jason, we can go ahead and talk about that now, because I want to just go ahead and get the bad out first. It's so stupid. A parole officer saying she can't see the father of her child, like can't see him out in public. He can't come over to their house. That's ridiculous, because he's a known felon. I mean, Jason even said it himself. I was never charged of anything. And they're like, Diane says, well, you took a plea bargain, so you kind of are. And it's not like they let you out because of, you deserved it, or you time served or good behavior or anything like that. They let you out because the government needed your help or some bullshit. So it doesn't really count as you not being a felon. At the very least, Jason is a known criminal. So I guess they have no choice but to go along with it. When it comes to the children, like Diane said, the only way that they're allowed to see each other is like in public with their attorneys regarding the children. So it's like they have to go to like mediation court or supervised visitation, maybe, to get not together, or it's just dumb. I get it. I guess it makes sense. But it's dumb. It's dumb. And Sam just having her little hissy fit about it, it goes with the character, but I don't give a shit. And I don't care how long this one lasts, so moving on from Sam and Jason's bullshit. I like that Ned called Diane to have this free consultation. I didn't like that it was happening like an hour before the ball was about to drop and she's wearing her attire. But I mean, I guess Diane's willing to do things like that for Quartermaines a couple hours before a major holiday, I guess, because money will come in from it. Whatever. I liked the scene. This is something that we've seen in media a lot lately, with T Swift, Kesha, obviously, some other people, how these record producers and these labels create an entire autonomy and full control over these artists and their contracts to where they can't get out. 3 albums, I guess, is better than 6 or 7, but it's still pretty shitty. What's interesting about this is, Diane says, well, you can buy her out or buy him out. And Ned says, no, you're going to have to deal with this. And Brooklyn says, well, I can't deal with this because this guy said the only way for me to get into the recording studio is if I, do the deed with them or give them some sort of sexual favors in order to get the albums. And that's not true because that's not in the contract. That's not written anywhere. He has to write that. Or he has to let her have these 3 albums, I guess. You know, he's got to let her. There's some sort of loophole that I think Ned and Brooklyn are going to have to figure out, maybe with Tracy's help, you know, that she's got to get this out of the way and she doesn't have to fuck him to do it. He has to, you know, produce her shit regardless. Maybe that's what they're going to do with this. I don't know. Because what we've seen in the media, I don't really know to be honest, how it went down with Kesha in the end and her label, or what's going to happen with T Swift. But I guess this is something that we're going to see over the course of the next few months, which I'm pretty happy about because I love Brooklyn. She's cool. Her character is real. And that means we get to see more Ned and Olivia, which I really want to do. I really want to keep them on screen. I want to keep these Quartermaines around versus seeing so much Sonny and Carly and Jason and Sam and all their bullshit. We got a new Quartermaine house. Let's utilize it. Let's bring all these new Quartermaines or young Quartermaines back into it and have fun with them. Yeah, so I like the Brooke and Diane and Ned and Olivia scene today. Personally, I don't like that Ned was like, no, we can't buy him out. You're never going to learn the lesson. Of course, I don't think you asked to be sexually harassed, but I can't buy you out of this one. I don't like that he was so blunt about it to her face like that, but I'm sure we're going to see later on in the coming weeks, like what Ned actually has prepared for this. So I'm not too tripping about Ned being a shitty dad right now, because he's not being a shitty dad. He's just not going to buy her out of this one. You can't blame him, you know? So I guess we can continue on to the other people that were at the Metro Court, which was Michael, Sasha, Willow, and Chase. I wanted to see this, and it was pretty adorable. I like that Chase and Michael look like they're best friends, and I like that Willow and Sasha look like they're best friends. I really hope they keep this relationship like that, and we don't see, you know, Willow and Michael do something stupid because of grief this next year to Sasha and Chase. You know, I hope that that's not where this goes over the next year, because that would just be so messy and just so stupid. Let's just keep them friends. Michael needs a friend, an actual friend. Chase is a good friend, and don't sleep with his girlfriend, you know, because that's not how you're going to keep your friend around. Keep Willow around, Michael, as your platonic friend. Can you do that? Willow, please, I'm begging you. Willow, don't be a sleaze. Be good to your friend Sasha, who's been nothing but good to you. Don't fuck her boyfriend, please. Please, I just don't want to see it. Don't kiss each other in the heat of a moment, and then we've got to wait months and months before you admit that you guys had an innocent kiss over grief. Don't do it. Please, please don't do it. I know you're going to do it, but I'm putting it out there into the universe. I don't want to see it. I want to see them be friends and have a good relationship this next year. All 4 of them as friends, you know, their little cheers together, and, you know, Sasha and Willow talking about how they're just so in love with their guys and they're there for each other. I'm here for it. I'm here for this cookie cutter love friendship stuff. So yeah, just want to put that out there. Okay, so that leaves the wedding. So, like I said yesterday, Valentine flicks Ava off this balcony, and not even a split second later, we see Lulu, who finally arrived, with Charlotte up on the balcony. And Valentine's all pissed off. What are you doing up here? It's cold. Oh, I just wanted to look at the sky. It was pretty. Do that in the conservatory. Yeah, okay. Let's go inside now. Let's go find Nina. Like, that was I don't know. That was a fun second, I guess, but it definitely shocked Valentine. Like, oh my god, I can kill somebody in front of my child if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, yeah, man, you're capable of doing stupid shit like that. Stop. Like, stop trying to kill people. Um, but Valentine is cutthroat, and I don't think he knows how to not do that. So that was pretty funny. Yeah. We get inside. I think we get inside in most of the stupid like little conversations. I wasn't really here for, like uh, Jordan and Curtis wondering why Nina filled the seats with a bunch of people that hated them. I mean, because you're all Nina's friends, maybe, or at least you all care about Charlotte in some way, of course. Maxie and Peter are her friends. Jordan is married to her best friend. Regardless if he supports this marriage, he supports her, you know. Laura should be there for support for Charlotte so they can see that they support this. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Jax is all Nina's friends. And yeah, Valentine and Martin Gray commented on it like, this is a entire room filled with your enemies, and this does not look good. But Valentine said it himself, if it wasn't Nina who filled these seats, I'd be worried. But, Nina did this. Nina, we've been building it up for months that she was gonna try to do something dirty at this wedding. I was kind of looking forward to her blowing this up, but at the same time, with that little girl involved, I was gonna be super pissed off at her if she attempted to do like anything towards Valentine in front of this little girl, or destroyed this marriage in front of this little girl, because this is her whole life and her dreams come true, to be honest. I mean, she's got her mom and the life that Lulu provides for her, but yeah, it just would have been stupid, Nina. It would have that's so against who you are, I think, fundamentally as a stepmom or a pretend mom, the heart of a mom, to attempt to do something like this. And I'm really glad, I guess, that Jax came through and was like, whatever you're doing, whether or not you're like about to break up this marriage or this wedding and have a big ass scene, or you're about to marry him and then do something drastic later, whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna hurt this little girl. So don't do it. Go through with the wedding if you're gonna go through with it, because there's a child involved. I'm really glad they made that a point, because, it got Nina, I think, to click back into reality a little bit and to not be so damn messy about it. And of course, right before she's about to say, I do, I called it. Nicholas came busting in with Ava's wet ass like, I'm a white horse. I saw the whole thing. I saved her. Boom. Good. I'm glad he did it, because then we don't have to go through whatever Nina was about to pull. We don't have to listen to whether or not she was about to say yes or no, I do or I don't, because now we can get involved with Nicholas. This whole issue of Nicholas. I think it'll probably keep Valentine. This is my prediction, is that I think it'll keep Valentine distracted, whereas before, from the first wedding, when that one got blown up out of the water. You know, he was very consistent on, I gotta marry her. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's go to the courthouse. Let's get married. Nina, please, please. I think this is probably going to keep him from doing that. Maybe he'll get distracted from it. Or, I mean, fuck, maybe he's still going to want her to marry him like the next day. I guess we're going to see tomorrow. It looked like on the previews, or it looked, I guess, before when we ended the episode, Lulu said, where have you been all this time? It was Valentine. Valentine kept you from us, you know. You did this, didn't you? You know, angry. You know, it's going to be fun. We're going to see that Nicholas really is a little bit of a scumbag because he kept the secret from her. Oh, yeah, I was just laid up in Greece trying to buy my time, figure out what I was going to do. And here I am many years later. I don't know how long he's been gone. What has it been, like 5 years? Probably longer. Whatever. You know, he fell out of a castle window in Greece when he got shot in the chest and had to take how many years recovering in Greece? And then to do what he's doing now, whatever, compared to Ava's wet ass just got flicked ass backwards off the balcony. She didn't get shot, but it's funny. Liesl and Brad and now Ava and I don't know how many people have been pushed off that balcony over the years into the water, but have lived to tell the tale. And in fact, like the day of, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just a wet body that you couldn't kill. It's kind of funny that Nicholas is going to try to be like, no, well, I got shot and I had to recover for like X amount of years and then go into hiding for X amount of years to just like figure out what my plan was going to be to stop Valentine. And here I am. Don't really have a plan except for I've been looking for this codicil and I guess Ava has it or he found it or fucking whatever. This is gonna be fun, in my opinion. I'm excited to see it. Who could we talk about? I think the only people I haven't covered really is just, you know, Liesl was just kind of there for a second, eyeing things. There wasn't really a lot to her, but Liesl's great, as she always is. I guess Maxie and Peter being there, they didn't really have much to do except comment on how weird it is that this place is filled with people that hate Valentine, except for I think Martin Gray and Peter. I don't know if Peter still hates Valentine. He acts like he doesn't. He acts like bygones have been bygoned on this one, and that the slate is clear, but he's still got his eye on him, and he knows he's ruthless, but like, Peter, he's your friend too. Don't lie and say that you're too good to be Valentine's friend, because he's your friend. And I don't know if he's gonna like continue to keep admitting that or not. Yeah, and last but not least, I think it was a really good moment after we saw Kevin and Laura talk about something that Laura and Lulu had this conversation about how they hate being at Windermere because it reminds them that this was Nicholas's house and this was Spencer's life, and that she really hates that her daughter is growing up in this lavish life with a pony and a governess and all the castle crap that she could have combined at the expense of Spencer, because her child doesn't need that. Her child could just live in her house with her swing and be happy. You know, Laura kind of called her on that one, was like, I don't think that's true. And Lulu's like, no, I think that's true. And Laura said, no, you might want to believe that, but the cold hard truth is like Valentine has raised her this way. He's continuing to raise her this way. She's used to it. She's fine. I mean, it's not like she's a brat, but this is her life, and you're gonna have to learn to accept that this is her life, or this child's going to keep commenting on it, because it was not too long ago she recognized and blurted that you guys hate each other. So I guess the point of that is it's just funny that she said, I hate that my child is living this lavish life at the expense of Spencer, because it's like Nicholas was raising Spencer this way, and Laura's still trying to like let him have some lavish tendencies. You know, he goes to school in a boarding school in Sweden. You know, he gets to go skiing. He gets to go summer in France. He gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, with, you know, rules and, you know, regulations, I guess. But why does Spencer deserve it and Charlotte doesn't? I mean, they're both Cassadines. They're both Spencers. Where's the double standard in that? Because he's a prince, and I guess is Charlotte technically not a princess? Maybe, I don't fucking know. So I guess we're gonna see how that shakes out, because I think it looked like they for the previews or the sneak peek I saw on Instagram for Monday, that they just kind of immediately walked Charlotte out of there. She's like, I don't know what's going on. Kevin or somebody's gonna sneak her out of there. And shit's gonna go down in that Cassadine mansion. Looking forward to it. As far as, oh yeah, Ava in the sneak preview, Ava is just like kind of cold and wet and sitting on a couch, you know, cuddled. I wonder if, you know, they're gonna try to get Liesl to go and like check her pulse, or if they've got an ambulance probably on its way, or if Jordan's going to immediately arrest Valentine, because Nicholas will admit that, yeah, I saw him push her. I don't know how he could see that happen, but he's also a known felon or a fugitive. He's a fugitive. So maybe Jordan's gonna take both Nicholas and Valentine in tonight, or that. Who knows? This is gonna be fun. I don't know. We're just gonna see what happens. I'm trying to think of if I have any predictions. I didn't write anything down on this one while I was watching it, other than shit going down. I don't know. I'm sure it'll come to me later. So I think that's about it. Thanks for sticking with me on this one. I'll be back on Monday, hopefully. Y'all have a good rest of your day.